Hey guys, I'm probably kind of late on this topic. In fact, I know that I'm late on this topic. But I decided to do this because I was just going around YouTube watching videos, and then I found a lot of videos about Beth Phoenix being in the Hall of Fame popped up, and it's basically about a bunch of people saying that, ranting on Beth Phoenix being on the Hall of Fame, and she shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, and stuff like that, so I figured I'd make my own video on the topic, and this will probably get me some shit, but I really don't care at this point. Because honestly, I'm just about done making wrestling videos, to be honest. Because I don't really, I don't know, I don't really get that much attention from them anyways. And even when I do, it's usually just a bunch of crap. So whatever. But yeah, so there's this business about people being mad about Beth Phoenix being in the Hall of Fame and everything. And basically, like, when I heard that she was going to be in the Hall of Fame, I was like, well, I mean, that's a bit of a surprise. That's a bit of a weird choice, but you know what? Good for her. Good for her. Good for her for getting into the Hall of Fame. You know, she was a pretty good wrestler. She was like, what, a 3-time women's champion or something like that. I mean, she'd accomplished some stuff. I believe she was even in one of the Royal Rumbles, I think. Not that I really, but whatever. Because people make a big deal about China being in the Royal Rumble. But, yeah, whatever. So, I mean, she accomplished some stuff, and she did pretty well for herself, especially with the era that she was in, because when she was around, it was the time of it was that era of the women in WWE when they were still the divas. It was the diva era where the division was pretty much dominated by models, models turned wrestlers. Some, anyway. Most of those were failed projects, but whatever. That's another can of worms. Point is that she was champion and a wrestler in an era where the women's division kind of sucked, like, a lot. So, and she was still able to put on some good matches. She had some, I mean, some people might argue she didn't. I say she had a few memorable moments, being in the Royal Rumble again. The double backbreaker on Melina and Mickie James stands out to me. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, and she was surrounded, in an era where she was probably surrounded by a lot of females who really weren't that good. She was one of the only actual wrestlers in the division, so she did some good stuff. Had a lot of good matches, in my opinion. So, yeah, maybe she's not a great candidate for the Hall of Fame, but, God damn it, I mean, there have been people that have went to the Hall of Fame that have done a lot less. And really, my reaction to all this anger and all this outrage at Beth Phoenix being in the Hall of Fame, who fucking cares? Who fucking cares, honestly? I mean, you know what? The Hall of Fame is considered by some to be a joke nowadays. Seriously, like, I mean, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, Donald Trump is in the fucking Hall of Fame. I mean, what did he do? He hosted, like, what, a few WrestleManias or something? He had, like, a moment here and there. But, I mean, he was never a wrestler. He didn't accomplish really anything that much. I mean, but he's in the Hall of Fame. So hell, why not fucking Beth Phoenix, Why not fucking Beth Phoenix? Yeah, there are people in the Hall of Fame that have achieved much less in their career, and they're in the Hall of Fame. Who fucking cares? I don't get all these people who are so ass-hurt over this. Like, who fucking cares? Like, sure, maybe she wasn't like as memorable as Trish Stratus or Lita. I mean, I think both of those women are overrated as hell, but again, Trish and Lita competed in an era where the division was a little bit more, it was treated a bit better, and it was favored a bit more, and it was back in an era where the division was not considered to be a joke. So there's that. So I mean, it's almost, I mean, I've compared eras before, God knows, but it's almost kind of unfair to compare those two eras and then to say that, compare it with that, because I mean, when you compare the two eras, it's completely different. One era is decent, the other era is shit. Beth Phoenix was in the shit era, but despite being in a shit era, I still think she did some pretty good stuff with the era that she had to deal with. So, because, I mean, she accomplished some stuff, so why not have Beth Phoenix? I mean, maybe, I will say this, maybe it's a little bit soon for her to be inducted because she's only been out of WWE for about, like, 6 years, or wait a minute, like, I think she left in 2012, I think, so like 5 years. So maybe it's a little bit soon for her to be inducted, and sure, maybe her career in WWE wasn't that long. Like, let's see, she was in there for about, including her days in OVW, I think she was actually with the company for about 7 years. But you know, Trish Stratus was there for Trish Stratus was only there for 6 years. She wasn't there for that long either when you think about it. When you take all the overhype, all the hype and all the glitz and glamour off of her career, when you really look at it, Trish Stratus wasn't there for very long either. She was only there for fucking 6 years. I mean, hell, Natalia's been there fucking longer than Trish Stratus. So, yeah, I mean, but anyways, yeah, I mean, whatever. But, yeah, I just don't understand all this outrage. Like, okay, maybe she isn't, like, a great candidate for the Hall of Fame, but, you know, she did some stuff. I mean, she was a pretty good wrestler for her time, for the era she was wrestling in. Why not put her in the Hall of Fame? I mean, who fucking cares? Again, who fucking cares? I mean, obviously a lot of people, but seriously, like, what the fuck? What the fuck does it matter when you have freaking people like Trump in the Hall of Fame? Like, who fucking cares? Like, who fucking actually takes the Hall of Fame seriously anymore? Like, it's cool when, like, guys like Randy Savage and people like that get inducted. Like, yeah, it's cool, you know, they deserve it, but, I mean, there are also people in there that it's like, really? These people are in there? Kind of a fucking joke. So, yeah, I mean, I fucking care. I don't get why people are so ass hurt over this and are still kind of ass hurt, or at least we're getting ass hurt over it. Like, who cares, dude? There are way worse people they could choose to put in the Hall of Fame. They could put, the Red Rooster in the Hall of Fame. They could put, like, fucking, Shockmaster or whatever, the Warlord or whatever. They could put, there's worse people they could put in there. Like, way worse people. So, yeah, whatever. I don't get it. You know, maybe I'm just some stupid fan on the internet, but I don't fucking get it. I don't get the big deal. But, whatever. Life goes on and whatever. So, anyways, just wanted to do this quick rant. I may or may not release this video. I've done a few wrestling videos in the past few days, and I think they're crap, so I don't release them, but I may or may not release this one. If I do release it, obviously you will know, because it will be on there to watch. So, yeah. So, I guess that'll be it for this one, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.